Hello, my name is Rachel, and today I will be walking you through an analysis I did on the Northwind database. The situation that we're in is that the company Northwind has created a database that includes a bunch of different business metrics. So anything from employee details to customer details to order details and much, much more. And what they have asked is that I help them generate some analytical insights based off of the data in this database that can help them improve their business performance. In order to generate these insights, I am going to perform hypotheses testing on a couple of their key business questions. Hypothesis testing is used to test claims about data in order to determine what business decisions should be made. So for example, if you're a soda company, you may have a hypothesis that increasing the price of your soda would lead to greater revenue. And so we can use hypotheses testing to see if this statement is in fact true and if, as a business, you should increase the price of your sodas or if you should keep them as is. Now, within this hypothesis test, I am going to use two different types of tests. So I'll be using a Welch's t-test as well as an ANOVA, otherwise known as analysis of variance test. And with both of these, we will be comparing the means between two different groups to see if they are similar or if they are statistically significant. If it is determined that these groups are in fact different, I then will be using the Cohen's d metric, which allows us to get a better understanding of how important and how big the difference is between the groups. So to jump right in, the first question that I looked at was, does discount amount have a statistically significant effect on the quantity of a product in an order? If so, at what levels of discount? And what I found through my hypothesis test is that, yes, having a discount does in fact increase the quantity ordered by about 26%. However, I did see that there's a similar impact on the quantity ordered no matter what discount level is used. So whether you're at a 5%, 10%, 15, 20, 25%, whatever the discount level is, there will be a similar impact on the increase in the quantity ordered. I also want to note that we saw a rather small difference between the quantity purchased of discounted versus non-discounted orders. So while there is an effect here, it is not anything super strong, and therefore you don't want to over-discount. The second question I looked at is, do USA employees generate significantly higher revenue than UK employees? And I found that yes, the USA employees do in fact generate a greater total revenue compared to the UK employees. And this is most likely due to the fact that the US is actually receiving about 3 times as many orders as the UK. So it's not necessarily that each order is bringing in more revenue, but rather as a total, there are many, many more orders coming to the US, which leads to higher revenues overall for the employees there. The third question is there a statistically significant difference in the revenue generated from each region? Now, there are 9 different regions that we have in our database, and for most of them, they produce a pretty similar amount of revenue compared to their size. However, I did find that North America and Western Europe do produce significantly higher revenues than South America and Southern Europe. And within these groups, there definitely is a greater difference in the revenues between North America and Western Europe and and Southern Europe rather than South America. And the final question that I looked into is, are there statistically larger quantities ordered of non-refrigerated food compared to refrigerated food? And here I found that there is no significance. We're seeing pretty similar levels of refrigerated food ordered and non-refrigerated food ordered. So in conclusion, you should consider utilizing discounts as they can definitely help to increase the quantity purchased. However, make sure you're not over discounting, as we did not see a super strong relationship between discounts and the quantity purchased. Focus your employee resources on the USA employees rather than UK employees, since the US employees are definitely generating a greater total revenue, mostly due to the fact that they are seeing significantly more orders coming through. Continue to spread your resources and marketing efforts proportionally across all markets. However, you may want to consider focusing a little more on North America and Western Europe rather than South America and Southern Europe, since we saw that those markets did perform better. And finally, continue with the current investments in both refrigerated and non-refrigerated food. There is no action needed there. Now that we've finished this round of the analysis, there are a couple of other hypotheses that we are going to look into as we continue to do some more research. And so those consist of, are shipping costs significantly different for each shipping company? Do consumers purchase domestically produced products significantly more frequently than they purchase imported products? Is there a statistically significant difference in the quantity ordered of each different product type? And lastly, on average, do USA employees generate significantly greater profits per order than UK employees? So with that, I hope that you found this analysis helpful, and please feel free to reach out if you have any other questions or would like me to dive into anything a bit further. Thanks.